Hello and welcome back to Warhammer 3. We're getting into what I think will be the last war of this campaign against, what's your name, Malekith? I was gonna say Nagaron, but that's a geographical location that he inhabits, not where he currently is. We were already mostly finished with this turn. We have some diplomacy to do first. And I think after this war, once I achieve short victory, I'll probably have one more episode where I go for a long victory and edit it down very heavily just to try to learn a little bit more about late game compositions, the Sword of Cain, what does long victory entail, what is an in-game crisis, and there'll probably be another episode after that even for said in-game crisis. But for now, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's handle the immediately pressing diplomacy. Safari, the last of the High Elves that live on Ulthuan, don't really want to join me. They have a baseline evaluation of -90, and I'm pretty sure that I can make that much, much better by just making a bunch of other deals with them, and this will over time make them more likely to actually join me. Now, that said, I would kind of like you to... Wait, no, that's not how you do it. You put this, it balances, they give me all their money, and yeah, sure. And now, in the future, they'll be more likely to work with me. Going back to quick deals, though, under trade agreements and non-aggression pacts, Hexoauto actually likes me, which makes sense. We're both part of Order Tide, I guess. And I'm going to add both of those in and ask him how much he's going to give me for that. 1,100 gold, sign me up. He's not about military access. Dude, stop. You're so loud. Which reminds me, I need to turn up my volume in the game because in recording, it's actually not that loud. Well, that's what makes it hard to turn up the volume in game. It's literally on max. How is it coming out quietly? I wonder if I previously did this already and just forgot. That's weird. This might get edited out, it might not, but everything's on max, so I can't really increase the sound of the game any then. Okay. And everyone else I know has absolutely no interest in trading with me. It's vampire counts and dark elves. They are not about that shit. Let's hit end turn. Although I guess we have some more money, we can build some stuff, huh? And I may as well build a couple of these baseline money buildings just for future use. And next turn we can start getting into various wars that need to be fought. Malekith didn't do anything. Interesting. So we're in a position to come fight Malekith and start pushing up the coast through all of Malekith's lands. Seems like the logical thing to do. We're gonna get to that at the end of the turn, though, because there's definitely a ton more to do first. First things first, did this immediately change your opinion on Confederation? No, you're still the exact same. Maybe it happens over time, maybe it's something else. I'm not gonna thread it on -67, I suspect they'll say no. First things first, I already remember having difficulties with this unit because I just made a mistake and ran past this. What do I get for going here? A great hoard of treasure or a miserly horde? What are we up against? I don't need to know what's in my army. Approach the carcass. I mean, I can auto-resolve this and it'll probably be fine, but I look at this. These guys have like 2 units with pistols and I have 1,000,000 horse archers. I don't think I take any casualties doing this manually, although I'm not too sure I need to show you any of it either. This battle map is looking suspiciously similar to the one I just fought Marathiel in last episode. So the plan's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna have the Eagle Claw bolt throwers as far forward as they can go, all multi-shot. I'm gonna have Alistair standing next to them. And it looks like I have Vanguard deployment on these guys. I can move them way further forward. That's funny. We'll do that. And I think I want to drag them out super wide and pull them back in groups, which means I should probably do like control group 1 and 2. I've been thinking to myself, not using control groups is probably a bad plan. So we start battle, immediately fall back on both of these. These are in range and shooting, good. But yeah, it's just like, I don't really foresee any chance of us taking meaningful wounds against this. And I'll be back with you at the end, because there's not anything interesting happening here. I'm walking away and shooting them, and I'm faster than them. So, yeah. And as the fight goes on longer, it's become appropriate to send Alistair forward, I think. Also, I just appear to have forgotten one of my Shadow Warriors. I'm sure it's fine. This reminds me of a mistake I made ages ago that I only noticed in editing. I picked up a really powerful perk because it made archers better. It only works on people with 7 experience, so the perk's not as good as I thought it was. Going straight down red line was probably terrible. And we're gonna use Alistair here to... Actually, I'm not sure where Alistair does need to be. It looks like that guy's going down very, very quickly, so I don't see much need to do otherwise. I'm gonna take the shot here and circle left. Or not circle left, but swing left. Are they crumbling already? Yeah, they're crumbling.
We will obey.
He's basically dead. Fire into the bulk of this. Take them out, and I think this is actually at a point where I can just triple speed it. Yeah, that was brutal. That wasn't even close in terms of army caliber. We lost 50, they lost everything. Let's see what my great hoard of treasure is. I'm sorry, was your name Booty Catcher? Come on, do better. There's some bad names in this game, and sometimes they're endearingly bad, and sometimes they're just awful. I think this falls on the other side of the line. We get 2,200 just for killing them, some more from doing that. Is there an award for actually fighting them, though? Like, is there a little pop-up I'll get at the end? Treasury 6,000, dear lord, yes. Yeah, that was pretty good. And now from here, we'll go into Force March, and we're gonna go deal with Be'lakor. I'm gonna Force March into the next fight. Fuck it, we can do it. Or maybe I'm like one tile off. I can't tell if this is getting it or not. All right, so what did we find? Wait, what did we find? It said see location of interest. Oh! Okay, you literally can't do it on Force March. Cool. We'll do it at the start of next turn, I guess. Oh, right, this is something I should have done last turn. I should seriously consider disbanding like every single unit I have over here. Because like these guys are stupid expensive, it's why my economy is in the dumpster. And I don't want a lot of them is the problem. Like the Lothern Sea Guards and the Sisters of Avalor and the Shadow Warriors, those make sense, but these guys on the right, they're trash. What can I recruit locally here? 2 archers? That's good enough for me. I'm gonna run as far right as I can. The pirates haven't bothered me so far, so I'm gonna make the economic decision. I'm gonna run to here, disband these 2 and hire archers. Because these 2 are costing me like how much per turn? It's ridiculous, right? We were at 3888s.
Gifted.
And now we're down to 3450. That's another 400 a turn. Realistically, these 2 are also stupid expensive and probably not worth having. Same here, especially here. They're not that much worse than their normal counterparts, though. It's probably the wrong choice to keep them, but I will be keeping them. Just not the ones that I particularly disliked as units. We have 2 more skill points on Alistair. We're going to put 1 into Bowmaster, of course. And then we're going to start going down Axe Lord, because that's just the sensible thing to do, unless I want Speed of Asturian or Royal Guard first. I think Speed of Asturian might actually be better immediately, but Axe Lord unlocks things, so we're going with that. We need to waste our money retaking the Phoenix Gates, colonize it, and then we're going to disband this whole army. Because honestly, I just don't feel like I have a use for that. It's just costing me money that I don't need. We're able to upgrade the Shrine of the Widowmaker if we wanted to. It gives me faction-wide post-battle loot, so it'll pay for itself eventually, and I can get the Sword of Gain, which I'm sure is a great decision and won't come back to bite me, so let's get that started. And another thing I've become aware of, whenever I play on higher difficulties, I'm definitely going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it before other campaigns or after I played them the first time, probably before. But for this faction, there's like a mechanic that is really, really strong. I don't know how it falls in terms of cheating. It's load character. Obviously, you can go out of your way and make super powerful characters. Right, level 1, they have a ton of traits in defeating different lords, and that's very helpful. However, you can also just like use load character to buy somebody with good traits that would normally cost influence. In particular, is it Builder? Yes. This is not the right one though. For heroes, there's one called, I think, Administrator. There's also just the ability to get stuff like Incendiary, I think is the name of it for the Prince. I forget what they're all called, but instead of buying these good traits with influence, you can just save the character and then buy them with gold. And I don't know if that's like glitch abuse, but it feels like something you should just be doing with the High Elves. So as this campaign winds down, once I start editing down the later parts, I will definitely start saving the game, buying lords with influence, and then just saving them and then loading the previous save for future campaigns. Now, in less cheesy territory, I hear Malekith wants to die. Malekith, I have a question for you. Are you at war with anyone? Their enemies are undiscovered factions, which is a little bit weird. I sort of assume they'd hate somebody I care about, but they don't. Well, since I don't know anyone who hates him, there's nothing to do except just declare war on him directly. As soon as I find the declare war button. There we go. I don't know, you're talking a lot of shit to #1 in the world in terms of strength.
Scholar Supreme.
So we're gonna walk forward here, and it's gonna be like, oh no, you can't win. And then we're gonna bring in oh. That's not looking good for the auto-resolve that's gonna be happening in a little bit. 1 second. Oh no.
Take flight.
I might have more armies here than I need.
Alariel the Everqueen.
Alariel can run forward. This is on Force March, I imagine. It's not even gonna make it here. And then Tyrion's gonna start the fight proper. Oh, Tyrion's on Force March. I see. That's fine. Tyrion can still run forward and get involved for this person who's not on Force March. Unsurprisingly, like, you know, we don't want to be here anymore. Now, unfortunately, because we're all on Force March, we can just catch up to him. And it's not looking great. Get to there.
Trained
and they
by
both join the
White
fight, and
Tower.
that's gonna be an auto-resolve, no casualties stack wipe, right?
Prevails. Assyrian protects.
We lost 621, which is more than I expected, but across 3 armies, it really... Hi, Fulham. Did you know it was time for me to wake up? Anyways, that's the stack dealt with. Across 3 armies, these wounds are incredibly trivial. We're gonna take the money and the influence,
High priest.
and then keep moving just as far forward as we can manage. Do we have military access with them? No, we don't. The Wood Elves are gonna be pissy about this. It's not my fault the Dark Elves are in your land. You should have done something about it. Anyways, I don't think there's anything to be done about that. They're just going to be pissy, and that's the end of it. I think I'm going to use all of my money this turn just to upgrade income buildings across the kingdom. Oh, you know what I should actually do? I should probably build whatever it is that starts unlocking Sisters of Avalorn later. Is it this? Yes. All right, we already have that going. We're good. And I guess I'm going to rebuild the Phoenix Gate because it wants me to. Oh, we have a commandment at the Phoenix Gate now. That'll be Phoenix Contribute, and I think that's actually the turn. I don't think there's anything else I need to be doing. So Nagaron ran down but didn't start a fight. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Oh, I see. That wasn't your army. You sent somebody down to try to assassinate us. Okay. Wait, no. You detected an ambush. I want to go back to that. Oh, it's the guy in the tree, maybe? Yes. That's funny. I do want to point out that I could have just declared war on the Wood Elves and cut straight through their land with relative ease. I'm just trying to be a good guy and not the murderous, terrible nightmare elf I used to be.
Hoef sends us.
Anyway, it looks like zone of control is blocking us from going further. No, we just need to use March to jump past it.
Consumes them.
I can live with that. Wait, why can this one not move any further? I guess I'm stuck here then. I can get to the other side at least.
Magic in purest form.
And this one can get close enough to reinforce if they get attacked. There's no army weak enough for the Dark Elves to attack them, so we're fine. I'm imagining you're pretty pissed about this, right?
And the forest speaks through us.
Actually, it hasn't really gotten any worse than it used to be. That's good.
You need me?
All right, Alistair, drop out of March
My duty.
and figure out what this thing's about.
Journeying on.
All right,
Sailing
leave.
away.
Like fully leave and then come back. Okay, there we go. We're gonna go kill them all again. All right, I'm not gonna show this one because it's gonna be the same as last time. Oh, I'm sorry, I was completely wrong. This time they have a big hermit crab. It's gonna definitely change the course of the fight. Spoilers, the hermit crab is not seeming to change the outcome of the fight very much. We're not even in range of the bolt throwers and half the army's dead. I guess I should just be alt sliding it, right? It's much faster. I did sort of mess up and let the crab get to me, but it's still fine. I'll send Alistair to go fight it, just so it stops charging us, but I don't think it's even necessary. Oh yeah, it's dead. We did manage to lose a good number of people to the crab, so technically it was a different outcome, but not really. Very close fight. Feeling good about that one. Like, I haven't gotten to use the Shadow Warriors much, and when I do fight with them, I'm fighting against complete trash, but I feel like they're probably great units. And this whole army is getting decently good experience from all these sea events. Only lost 8 men. Well, I guess I lost another 20 to, Ooh, that's looking like friendly fire, Chief. Not proud of that one. As always, money and influence. Why would I take anything else? Because, like, army replenishment, we're fine. Execute captives, we have plenty of experience. It doesn't show anyone gaining experience and meaning. Wait, I'm not sure if it would highlight if it would, though. Oh, who's this?
My strength.
Oh, they're the random people who joined Malekith and not Malekith, Be'lakor in his war. Anyway, that's another 1,500 experience for Alistair and 5,000 treasury. Alistair has a chariot now. Maybe that's helpful.
Assistance?
He has Lion Guardian for Strider, which means he can ignore terrain penalties bonus versus large. Blade Master for attack. It's gotta be melee defense, right? I just want this man to be a tank. Your entire job is to distract for these archers. And I think, like, ideally the army would have been this guy, a mage, like 2 other melee heroes, and then the rest of it stays the same. Just like replace 3 of these and have some more hero units, and it would probably be a pretty good army.
Can I offer assistance?
Oh, wait a second. I'm not sure I was thinking this was correct. All right, so this is Be'lakor's place. I thought Be'lakor was over here. This is more Dark Elves.
I will see to it.
That's fine. We probably shouldn't go into March in that case. Well, no, we can just check his movement, right?
No!
He's in march, isn't he? Yes. I think if I come to here, he won't be able to attack me. Also, what's in his army? I didn't mean to tell you to move. What actually is here? Skin wolves? What a name! I love that. This looks like a pretty real army.
Prince, sailing away.
Oh, whoa, cut left. On forced march, I don't know if I want to be over here anymore. We're gonna wait for friends.
Master of high magic.
Speaking of, go into march here and come up towards
I know
Alistair.
my destination.
The only reason I wasn't completely sold on disbanding all of the units renowned is I know that I need to come kill Bellicor completely, and I'm not going to get better units. I need both these armies. I'm probably disbanding these renowned units once we're done with the war, unless something else pops up, and so far this campaign, something else has had a habit of popping up every time. Alright, that's all of my money spent upgrading buildings for economy again. Everyone's moved. End turn. Let's see if anything happens with Nagarond or Bellicor over the end turn. Right, Shadow Legion did nothing, and I think Malekith actually goes very early in the turn and did nothing as well. Yeah, they've already went. They converted from ambush stance to whatever the other one is, channeling stance. Anyway, Clan Karand, I think we're Dark Elf, so I'm happy to hear it. And my allies constructing an outpost, that's probably a good thing. A bone to pick. All buildings give more income for 3 turns. Nice, we're up to 5,000 this turn. It's nice to have decent numbers there again. How do I go about building an outpost in someone else's territory? I just sort of assumed that I would be able to do it from here, but I don't actually know how to do this. Weird. It must not be the diplomacy menu, because I'm not getting, like, a diplomacy pop about them wanting to do it. Oh well, not important, I guess, but a little bit annoyed I don't know how to do it. Oh shit, we made it to tier 4. I did not realize this. And also, everything in tier 4 is incredibly expensive. Not that I want any of the stuff from this anyway. After a fight, we'll probably have money to make one of these things, which will eventually allow us to research technology again. So let's go look at the fights first, I guess. I guess this is probably the worst army. I'm gonna go into stance, none here, and attack. Do I not have friends? One second. Apparently the people next to you aren't interested in helping.
Master of magic. Ready
Go into stance, none. Attack here. Yeah, we can see that we're getting help there now. And these two are always going to be further back from the rest of it, so it's probably better to fight with these. Decisive victory, low casualties, I'll take that. 875 is not too bad. There were a lot of chevrons over here. They have, this must be a unit of renown. I say that, there's a ton of gold chevrons. I'm happy to not fight that myself and to take 3,800. And another 1,400 on top. Enemy killed in battle. And there's an eagle mount now for my Archmage. Didn't know that was a thing, but happy to hear it.
The guardians of order.
Stance none on Tyrion.
Everqueen.
Stance none here. Move forward, have Tyrion launch the attack. The Plane of Dogs, nice name. Decisive victory, good enough. 52 lost. Do I desperately need the money here? Or I don't think I need any of this. I'm gonna occupy. Get a Helm of Discord. I think I have one of those already. I think it's a very good item, and I should be using them more, but I just haven't been. So we pop forward here. Go back into march here. No, not what I wanted. Run forward to get to the town. Back into march to the other side of town. Back into march. Keep merging them by accident, then switching away and getting very confused. Alright, cool. So our armies are just pushing up the west coast now. This will eventually cut through. I'm assuming they have more land up here on the western edge of the map. With all that money we've picked up, we can now actually build useful things that unlock technologies. Now I'm thinking I probably want to make dragons, because that just sounds cool as hell. So I'm going to unlock the dragon-related technology, assuming that I care more about that than phoenixes. I'm also going to make this because it allegedly makes some amount of money, though I don't know how much, and in addition, it might unlock more techs. That'll be all my money. Lords to move, though. Because I can't even see anything within line of sight on Alistair right now, I have to assume that it's safe to move Melintre there. We're going to run forward a little bit. It's a lot, but it's not, like, unreasonable. How's Bellicor's new army looking? No experience, but a pile of high armor guys. Chaos spawn field, not too bad for archers to handle, but cavalry.
I serve the king.
I'm gonna play it cautiously and move these armies together. Just make sure that we don't get got.
Magic in
And then assign a
form.
pile of skill points. As always, you're just making people tankier. I cannot believe Poseidon doesn't have Bowmaster already. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. There was a research available. I should have been getting a Horse Masters. It's very important. Anyway, that's it for this turn. Let's take a look at what our final diplomatic penalties were here. They appear to still like us. Yeah, they're still very friendly, despite like all the problems with trespassing. On the whole, we're good guys. Nagaron goes to its turn without doing anything of note again. The Wood Elves are willing to pay me for a defensive alliance. Counter offer, I want military access for the future and make it actually worth my while. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you. I was worried I would have to kill them someday, but it turns out that's not going to be an issue. And Alistair, for being at sea for a while, is just faster now. Huh, that seems really good. So this army is down here now from Norska. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. They will be taking out cities.
Your behest? Across the
But I
way.
think Be'lakor has the one city, which is not going to go great for them. We definitely want this switch back over to normal movements.
Boundless wisdom.
I just have to hope that they realize, like, maybe being over here isn't for the best, because I can't really make an army to deal with this, can I? Like, I do want to recruit dragons, that is true.
What business have you with the
They're still not
Asura
interested in
forthright?
confederating, which matters, because if they would confederate, I would get their army and be able to use them. But seeing as they aren't, actually, what will it take you,
Welcome to our
Safari,
paradise, honored guest.
to join my war against Be'lakor and my consequence as allies? A lot, and I'm not going to press the threaten button, because declare war if I fail seems very bad. Anyway, it's time to force march hard into their land. Probably start by moving Tyrion's army that's not going to die
My
if it gets
journey
caught.
begins.
There is nothing ambushing me around here. And the rest of this can just force march up as far as it
There I
can.
must go.
So that's all of my armies just hard sprinting forward. Tyrion should be force marching as
I
well,
never
just to be
tire.
with everyone else. That's a little bit further forward, seems like a better position. And we're gonna continue rolling through Nagaron / Malekith next turn. It's surprising to me that this great ocean place doesn't have any landmark building in it. So I guess I'll keep the port, and since this place can't level up its capital, it never gets better than this. It's very weird. Alright, converted all of my money into buildings again. Time to lose some settlements to this random chump, but oh well, can't do anything about it. Unsurprised to see this happening. I don't think there's any hope here. Somebody click on a resolve. I'll take 300 kills. That seems way better than I could ever hope to have done, really. Poseidon's also good at moving now. Good to see. Oh yeah, did you raise, sack, or destroy? You occupied, you bastards. So now they won't even die once I wipe them out up here. How rude.
Lord of the Phoenix Court. Anchors away.
The foul taint of
What are you
this
doing?
place weakens your warriors.
I know what attrition is. This has happened before. Why can't I get out this turn? Why are you like this? There's no
Can I
zone of
offer
control issues. You just won't let me leave.
Gifted advisor. High magic.
Fine, force mark so that you can get out. I don't know why the
Set
water's
sail.
so terrible. Anyways, we should be able to take out Be'lakor next turn with these two combined armies, and then his vassals will be free, and I'll have to slowly stomp them out of existence over the next couple of turns. I guess we're gonna knock out all of this, then come down to undo the damage, and this army might eventually go to war with the orcs. I believe this is Grom the Paunch, isn't it?
Grinds grows
Yeah.
gears that he ain't stomped you yet.
Alright, so my least valuable army would be one without bolt throwers. Yeah, this thing is pretty severely depleted, needs
Be
time to
prepared,
heal,
Asu.
no bolt throwers. You're gonna lead the
They
attack.
will die.
Oh, you literally can't. That's fair. Let's...
Take flight.
Yeah, that's true.
Elfwan's queen.
I don't know that Illyrial's army is actually that good, considering it's mostly basic archers. They do have a shitload of experience, though.
Weaver of spells.
This army very desperately needs some melee in front of it. I don't think it actually works great in a field battle.
Mage.
I'm gonna use this army to take it down. Just because it's an old, outdated army, I don't feel great about any of these, really.
Strike them down.
They're all equally kind of shitty.
Earth one prevails.
200 loss is completely fine. That'll be fixed before you know it. Crowning command, not exactly great. We got, oh, I see. I got double the money for doing it fast, apparently. I didn't even know I had a mission for this.
By the white priestess.
Apparently you can't go across here. That's fine. Like, moderately inconvenient, but fine. Let's start this by moving on Tyrion outside of March, in case there's an ambush waiting for us.
Into position.
And yet again, we're good. Going to enter into March.
For Earth one.
And we're gonna like hopscotch with the rest of our people so that we can actually get reinforcements if I do get ambushed. Because God knows if you're able to ambush somewhere, this is the place to do it. Alright, everyone sprinted forward. I assume there's more land somewhere else. It feels weird that he would be done here. Oh, Vampire Coast is the one wiping out those Dark Elves. Cool. Oh, here it is. Hagreave and Nagarod all the way up here. I really hope it like cuts west through here and I don't have to just walk over to them again. But that might be the case. So if your handmaidens go down Lieutenant of the Everqueen, they give 15% armor-piercing missile damage to all of your archers. We're going down that one. That seems crazy. And I guess I want to go down the Archive as well. I don't know. Presumably I want more mages. But not having mages does seem like it sucks. And I definitely don't want to upgrade the Elven Forge. That's not happening. We'll upgrade this building in size because it gives us a growth building and more money. Right, that's all of our money reinvested yet again. I'd say all of our wars are going well, but I feel pretty shit about this right here. This doesn't seem good. At least they can't conquer anything else this turn, I think, but we'll see. Oh, wow, they can get something else this turn. That sucks. I mean, we're gonna have to come wipe them out eventually, but there's just nothing I can do right now. And Tyrion gets his movement speed buff as well. Battle Masters plus 1,000. Who do you want me to beat? Oh, yeah, him. That makes sense. All right, as we have a Lord back, and we're clearly doing well enough economically that we can afford to do more, we're going to take back this Archmage of the Heavens again.
High Elven Archmage.
You are going to get in the city. You're going to start recruiting, and you're going to get... You need to win field battles first and foremost. Can't help but notice these guys don't come in with any experience compared to the 3 experience on the Lothern Sea Guard shields, which seems very good. They're also shielded anti-large, charge defense against large foes. Just a lot of stuff that seems very relevant, and they're much cheaper as well. I'm going to start with Lothern Sea Guard shields. I honestly think I can just make a cheaper, faster army over here. The question is, do I want to do it several turns faster by doing stuff here? And that boils down to a different question. When do dragons finish? In 2 turns? So if I recruit 3-3-3 and then 5-5 by skipping global this turn, that'll be a full army in 2 turns. That sounds like what I want, so we're gonna go with that. Next turn we'll start doing global recruitment, but not this turn. Which also means we probably just save our money.
Hoeth's disciple.
Why does moving here suck so much? Start the attack here. That's what I expected, but that's fine. Continue siege. Bring in your friends. Wow, that's still valiant defeat. Yeah, they've ordered some of their units renowned. It's a lot of guys, but still. Color me shocked. We're gonna come back to this at the start of next video because I've been going for 55 minutes now. So we're gonna continue this siege. This is gonna be how we're starting next time. Apparently we have a very real battle with Be'lakor that, you know, seems losable, but valiant defeat on auto resolve sounds fair to me. And the much easier war over here against Nagarons.
Chosen of Isha.
Worst army goes down.
Serving the
We can reach it this turn, good. Pyrrhic victory, are you sure? All right, I'll fight that manually during this, but 1 second. Let me do the other one first. Shocked to hear that. It must be a battle against walls, but even so.
Following your orders.
I imagine the plane of spiders will be much easier to deal with. Decisive victory, low casualties. That's what I was expecting. We're gonna occupy, just don't desperately need the money right now. And we're gonna run full forward here. I don't see any reason to stay any further back.
So be it.
So that we can get to Chimeric Aspire next turn. Garrison Lord not moved. Oh, all the way back here. Yeah. Go into force march, can't reinforce, so just sprint towards the fight. And let's assign some skill points to make things tankier, as we have been doing for quite some time. No, actually, Tyrion's already just an absolute tank, so we're trying to make him good at killing. Fair enough. But it's all my money spent, all my lords upgraded.
The greater
Why is
good.
this a hard fight? It is an actual siege, that's probably it. I don't actually have to fight this manually. Does auto-resolve even lose troops? I'm not going to. 700 loss isn't even that bad. Like, they have to sit here and heal anyway. Like, they're so far back compared to the rest of this, that it's not even a big deal that they're slowed down. Isha's Blessing has to be good. I don't know how it could not be, but I'm going to take the upkeep and movement range, probably. What's the reason to go left? I remember thinking left was better. Recruitment duration -1 for Sisters of Avalorn, all provinces. They must normally take 2 turns. In which case you always go left side. I don't know how to interpret this other than they normally take 2 turns. So we're doing that guaranteed. Okay, figured it out. And that got us the money for a building upgrade, but it really just meant building garbage. I'll build growth, it's fine, it's not the craziest thing. And that means that this episode is done, and next time we'll pick up with this siege, which is
Elven Archmage.
tougher than I thought. What's the garrison for the city? You know, it is like 11 units, so that's fair. It has armored chaos trolls, great big pile of marauders, a couple of chaos warriors, a melee specialist, and I'm guessing this is like the default chaos lord guy. That's a pair of armored chaos trolls, huh? Well, we'll tackle the siege of Conquata next time. For now, I've been playing for about an hour, so I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having as much fun as I am, even in the more auto-resolve heavy episodes like this, because I mean, like, you show up with this many armies, you don't need to fight the battles manually, and that's a lot of what's happening in this episode. There's been like some mismanagement of the armies. We want one of these over here fighting this guy, Leif Golbranson. We didn't need as much as we have on this left side. We probably should have been able to split the armies and go up north and like flank. This has been mismanaged, and as a result, we're steamrolling through with auto-resolve. But I think that next time we're having at least one very serious fight. This siege looks quite hard to me. Maybe I'm just like overestimating chaos units, but like I look at this and it says armor 120. And I'm like, oh yeah, so they just don't give a single solitary fuck that I'm shooting them, huh? Anyways, as nightmarish as this is, I assume it's winnable. At the very least, I can just empty all my arrows and then leave. So we're going to kill them. It's just a matter of how messy it gets. But that's for next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. Thank you to my one Patreon supporter, Jeff3B. And I'll see you all in the next one.